And we are back. I want to thank Adam for being a part of this show and remind everybody that this is the Ontario Indy Road Trip brought to you by our friends over at Coolbet. Reminding you to stay cool and bet responsibly. Sports gaming and gaming over at coolbet.com. Looking at the rest of the Ontario Indy calendar for this week, going all the way up until October 31st, we start off with Junction City Wrestling, returning with Pandemic this Saturday, September 18th, 2021 at 3 p.m. It's a free family event outside at Shacklands Brewing Company and Reynard's Brewing Company at 100 Sims Road in Toronto. They're going back to where it all began, and it can all begin again. Visit junctioncitywrestling.com or follow them on social media at Wrestle Junction for more details. They'll see you in the ale yards. Championship Wrestling from Ontario returns to Hamilton at the Germania Club for Hammering Cancer 2 on September 18th at 6:30. Some of the matches that have been announced include Kwang Chang taking on Gem, a mystery opponent for the Cadet, and Addie Starr taking on Jules Malone, with the main event being CWO champion Toaster defending against Pretty Ricky Wilde. And is Hammering Out Cancer 2. Tickets are just $20 and obviously going to cancer charity. Then, over in Ottawa, on Saturday, September 18th, C4 Wrestling will have Fighting Back, Wrestling with Cancer 10th anniversary show at St. Anthony's Hall. The main event has been announced, and it is a dream match for those in the Ottawa area. For the first time in 18 months, Red Death Daniel Garcia returns to Ottawa to defend the C4 championship. His opponent is a man who is more determined than ever to regain the championship that he held once before and prove he is one of the very best in the world in Speedball Mike Bailey. Don't miss out on this huge C4 championship match, along with all the other matches which are being left as a mystery until bell time. Go support great charities in the Ottawa area supporting and fighting cancer. Then, on September 19th, Pro Wrestling Ontario presents Apologies Are for the Week in Burlington at 3 p.m. PWA's first live show with fans in attendance since February 2020 will finally happen outdoors on Sunday, September 19th at Mainway Sports in Burlington, Ontario. Tickets are $20 each general admission, and make sure you bring your lounge chair and enjoy a highly competitive action courtesy of Pro Wrestling Ontario. Some of the matches already announced include White Trash Matt Cash taking on the Canadian bad boy Tyler Hill for the Open Weight Championship. You'll also see the Internet Championship on the line as the Wanderer Wade Allen defends against Evan Greenway. There'll be a number one contenders match for the Internet Championship as Corey Stone takes on the global heartthrob Liam Worldwide. The Trios Championship will be on the line as Yates Strike, consisting of Scumbag Yates and Airstrike, taking on the Empire with their new partner Crystal Moon by their side, who will come out on top in the Trios Championship. Making special appearances that day are going to be Travis Moore and Antihero SOS. SOS just recently got rid of his hacker gimmick and is turned on his friend Steve Brown. This new attitude from the Antihero SOS will have to be dealt with by all those at PWO. And finally, we'll see in singles competition Devin Parkside recently returning to wrestling after years away, taking on Rip Impact, a man who encouraged him to get back into the ring. All this happens at Apologies Are for the Week, Midway Sports Complex, in Burlington, Ontario, an outdoor show, Sunday, September 19th. And then NWX returns to action and presents live pro wrestling on September 19th at the CWF Powerhouse on 35 C Park Drive in St. Catharines, Ontario. Doors open at 6 p.m. Bell time at 6:30. Tickets are just $20. Matches will be announced in the coming days, so be sure to keep an eye out on the NWX page on Facebook for more details. Then we look into the last week in September. And we start off with HPW welcoming back to school for Friday, September 24th at the Leo Cafe, 746 Barton Street, East Hamilton, Ontario. Doors open at 7 o'clock, bell time at 7:30. Tickets are limited and are $20. September has been a big month for HPW. They opened their first academy 5 years ago, and they ran their first back-to-school event 4 years ago. And ever since then, it's been a special month for HPW. HPW Homecoming Back to School 4 will happen next Friday, September 24th. And September's only fitting for HPW to return with live action, and that's right. HPW returns and is a homecoming of sorts as they return to the site of their first ever HPW event. The Leo Cafe hosted the first 4 HPW events, and they are excited to be back for a limited time to present an exclusive action-packed card from top to bottom with all your HPW fan favorites and foes like only HPW can deliver. One of the matches already signed is the HPW Tag Team titles on the line as the Empire defend against Careless Dynasty. Like it or not, Empire are your HPW Tag Team champions, and they are definitely not shy about bragging about it and reminding everyone why they are the longest reigning champions. They have unsettled business with Raunchy Nuts in a cage match that is scheduled to happen once they can fully open to capacity. However, the Empire has seemed to upset a lot of people in HPW, including the Careless Dynasty, who are very vocal about how they beat several teams in the past tag team gauntlet, and now they want their deserved title shot. Can Careless Dynasty dethrone Empire and become the third ever HPW Tag Team Champions? Find out at HPW's Homecoming September 24th. Stay tuned to this show along with HPW's social medias for more matches to be announced. Then, the next night, as we just discussed earlier with Adam, Hammerlock Pier Wrestling makes their debut September 25th in Strathroy at the Portuguese Canadian Club. Tickets are $20 and they are going fast. You'll see great new action from a different style that you're not totally used to, but it's an old style that has been long missed. HP Hammerlock Pro Wrestling is bringing back the golden age of live pro wrestling. Doors open at 6 p.m. with your bell time at 7. Tickets available right now at hammerlockapparel.com. Then on Sunday, September 26th, New School Wrestling has a double shot of action in Hamilton. It starts at 1:30 with the Women's Grand Prix Tournament. Already announced for the tournament include Shiloh, CC Moss, Bella Bronx, Sabrina Kyle, Jody Threat, Jessie Mack, Crystal Moon, and rounding it all out is Miley. All 8 women are in the tournament, and we'll have to see who comes out on top. Then, at 5:30, New School Wrestling presents September to Remember. Matches announced already include a four-way dance with Eazy-E, John Atlas, Antihero SOS, and Mike Forte. We'll also see Corey Stone taking on Von Vertigo. Gabriel Frueza will battle Dallas Kyle, and the main event for the New School Wrestling Championship, Alessandro Del Bruno will defend against Rip Impact. Tickets for these shows are available as combos. General admission are $30 and front row are $40. That's all happening Sunday, September 26, 2021 at the Columbus Club of Hamilton, 222 Queenston Road, Hamilton. General admission tickets are $20, front row are $25 unless you get the ticket package. Doors open at 1 p.m. for the Grand Prix Women's Tournament, and doors open at 5:15 for the September to Remember show. You don't want to miss this double shot of great action presented by New School Wrestling on September 26th. Then we look into a glimpse at October. On Saturday, October 9th, Barrie Wrestling returns to action with New Dawn Fades. The main event is set, and Barrie Wrestling champion Mark Wheeler will go against Jody Threat. On Sunday, October 17th, Pro Wrestling Eclipse presents Rocktoberfest in Oshawa, Ontario. On Saturday, October 23rd, Seaway Valley Wrestling returns with two separate shows. The first show will be at 2 p.m. and the second show at 7 p.m. Some of the matches already announced include Mike Marston taking on Channing Decker. This will also be an event where they crown their first ever champion at Seaway Valley. The inaugural champion will be crowned. Another match that has been announced also is the Bay City Choir Boys taking on Fear the Beard in tag team action. We will also have more matches in the coming weeks as they get closer to inaugural. A champion will be crowned at Seaway Valley Saturday, October 23rd. Then Demand Lucha. Live Lucha Libre Wrestling will happen with all ages. Tickets are $20. Saturday, October 30th at 6 p.m. in Mississauga at the Forge. You'll see Super Challenge match as Supermex Hernandez taking on the returning Asylum. Plus Premier Championship submission match Tyson Dukes taking on the King of the North, Carter Mason. Plus many more matches. Also, Saturday, October 30th, Nightmare on Tompkin Road, presented by HWE. Saturday, October 30th, HWE Television Championship casket match, plus a costume contest, and much more. Admission is just $25. There'll be a haunted house also, as this is a Halloween spectacular presented by HWE in Mississauga, Ontario at Battle Arts Academy. Also, Championship Wrestling from Ontario presents Matinee Masquerade. Tickets are just $20, and this happens Sunday, October 31st. Bell time, 1 p.m. And wrapping up our show, we have Raising Hell, presented by Destiny Wrestling, Sunday, October 31st at the Don Kozlov Arena. Bell time is 4 p.m. at the Tompkin location in Mississauga. It's also, you can get tickets at destinywrestling.ca. Already announced appearance by Impact star Jordan Grace. They'll have the Destiny World Championship on the line as Josh Alexander defends against Luke Gallows, and Aiden Prince will take on Kobe Durst in a steel cage match. All this and much more presented by Destiny Wrestling on Sunday, October 31st, Halloween. I suggest dressing up for the occasion. And that wraps up this week's edition of the Ontario Indy Road Trip. Be sure to get out there, support independent wrestling. It's a simple drive from wherever you are to any of these shows. So get out there, support. Tickets are limited. They're all supporting wrestling and going with the COVID protocols. So that's why tickets are very hard to get. But you don't want to get shut out and miss this great action. So until next week, thank you for joining me, and we'll update the calendar for next time. Have a great one, and we'll see you then.